How's everyone? Hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve. Hope your New Year's off to a good start. Be right with you guys, whoever's here. Hey, Mustafa. Hey, Sniper. Sniper, how'd things go with your drive last night? So we started this one off with the first lesson in A Course in Miracles. I'm going to do my best to stick with the schedule, one lesson a day, all the way through. Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth, how are you, my friend? I was just thinking about you. I posted, I made a short from our time together. I don't remember if I made it last night or this morning, but it came up today. Either way, it came up today. Kenneth, it's nice to see you. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Kenneth, the more, hey, Wheat, the more I dive into our conversation, the more, looking for shorts, making clips, the more that I value that time. So many great insights on your end. Amazing. What's it says? We'd start, Lady Sky. Hey, Lady Sky. Hey, Weeds, I was just looking at one of your shorts that you had up, like right before I went live. Just a reminder, guys, tonight, give me 1 second. We have Nanette Victoria coming up. I was watching some of Nanette's. Hey, Kenneth, are you familiar with Nanette? Reverend says, Erica meant the world to be awesome. Thank you, Kenneth. Let me mod you up. I know it doesn't matter. Reverend says, cool when you check it out. Out to the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and post it on YouTube, on Facebook, and I'll definitely tag you. Not to mention, I really enjoy your writing on Facebook. Guys, if you remember our friend, Reverend Kenneth Price, who was, I guess it's probably been a month now, was up. Hey, Sue. And it was a great conversation. Betty, how are you? Hey, Brett. Look like J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons. I don't know who, not sure I know who J.K. Simmons is. I kept thinking the lady who wrote Harry Potter, and I didn't realize she had a beard. Reverend says, cool, your work is very valuable. Keep going. That's the plan. Hey, Big Al. That's the plan, to keep going. I feel more and more like I'm falling into place, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Hey, Cora. Happy New Year, Cora. Lady Sky, how are you feeling? What's it says? No, maybe don't you know? Let's see. Hey, Anna. Happy New Year, Sue. Says you're in the flow and the universe is supporting you. Such a good feeling. We are the farmers commercial, Yogi, the guy from that commercial. I don't know if I know that. I'm glad you're feeling better. And it says I've listened 3 times to the first lesson, Yogi. Hey, I want to point out, by the way, that the Foundation for Inner Peace, which are the original publishers of A Course in Miracles, you can go there absolutely for free, and they have the complete course, all the way from the workbook, all the lessons, all the way to the manual for teachers, psychotherapy, and song of prayer, as well as the complete text. And you can also listen to it. You can get the audio app, or you can listen to it on the website. So we covered lesson 1 today. It's hard. I don't know if our friend Kenneth is still here, but he can vouch for it. Those first 50 lessons are difficult. It took me a while. I kept putting the book aside. Who wants to hear that the things that I value the most don't mean anything? But there's such a huge payoff if you stick with it. And I sense it was a huge payoff. There had to be a huge payoff, right? For one, why did it keep calling me back? For two, why do all these people that I admired, from Deepak Chopra, from Wayne Dyer to Gerald Jampolsky, keep mentioning it and mentioning it and mentioning it? Kenneth says the first few lessons are the most difficult. Kenneth threw the book across the room. I just kept putting mine aside. Well, it's a big book. At least it'll make a good paperweight. It'll hold the door open. It took a long time. I picked up the book. It's almost embarrassing to say. I bought the book in the early 90s or so. I toyed with it. I tried to get serious about it in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I was serious. I just couldn't stick all the way through. I've read more books about the Course in Miracles than I've read about Course in Miracles. I didn't finish the book until 2007, and that was sparked by picking up Disappearance from the Universe. And it had such a... Mustafa says, Eric, did you miss me? I always miss you, Mustafa. Hey, Stinkbug, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to Miss Joan and to your granddad. Ellie says, how's your day been, Yogi? My day's been pretty good, Ellie. Melissa says, that's not very yogi, Kenneth, but so many people have done it. The stories are legion. The reason why they say the Course is a perennial bestseller is because people keep throwing it away and buying a new copy, throwing it away and buying a new copy. Hey, Kat. Kat says, Reverend Kenneth Price threw the book across the room. And it's exactly the same thing I did. Fortunately, I'll be giving the lessons online, so no one can physically throw me across the room. Kenneth says the book is radical in its reversing absolutely everything. We're living an upside down hologram. The book is right siding our perception. We're all dyslexic. Course in Miracles is a destroying sight. Beautifully said. Guys, I hope you take time to go visit Kenneth. If you're on Facebook, look him up. His writing is invaluable. Ellie says, well, God, it's been good. How about you, Ellie? Mustafa says, Eric, love you, my friend. I hope this new year brings you better circumstances than the previous ones. Thank you, my friend. Sickbook says at a church event, but I'll tell them you said hello. Thank you. What's it says, Kenneth? I think you meant dyslexic. Cat says hello, everyone. Stickbook says if somebody throws you, let them try me. Well, I'd be a warm up. I'd be a warm up. I'm considerably lighter than Stinkbug. I think about 40 pounds. I'm in the 150s, 155, somewhere around there. There you go. Thank you, Kenneth. Guys, definitely click on the link that Reverend Kenneth just put out there. Let me just read you some of that. This is his blog. all of his writing. The choice to be gay. This is an amazing thing to consider. Kenneth offers a very deep perspective here. It really was a decision. It really is a choice to be gay, but not as you think about it. It's a pre-birth decision. The hidden gift and shame, the spiritual paradox, choices, rough waters before calm seas, a Christmas message. So please click on the link. Ellie says, I will throw a hug, Yogi. I appreciate that. Hey, Brandon. What's it says? 155. How tall are you again? 7'4". That's only because I have really long calves. Everything else is proportionate. Mustafa says, Eric, there's a friend next to me listening to you. He wants to tell him what the rules are for the Course in Miracles book because he wants to join the channel to learn. There's only one rule in the entirety of A Course in Miracles, and that is only one lesson per day, no more. You can do less. Hey, Timo. You can do less. You can work on one lesson for as long as it takes until you feel you have it, or you don't have to. Some lessons I sort of feel some years I skimmed over, other years that same lesson struck me as the deepest lesson in the entirety of the course. But that's the only rule. Sickbook says, one of the best friends I've made on YouTube. Me? I appreciate that. Kat says, you know how I was telling you one day, had a visual of just how funny the illusion can be? Part of that visual was like pages being turned. I just don't know how to think about that. Part of the visual. It's interesting. We need to unpack that. Sabine, how are you? Timo, Happy New Year. Sabine and Timo, the Optimum family, along with Bax. Kenneth says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome, Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth, whenever you want to come up. What's it says? Oh, just a twig then. I'm actually about 5'9". Stinkbug says, don't talk to him like that. He's jacked to sell at 6 years old. Thank you, Stinkbug. Anna says she's good. Speed says, I'm fine, Eric. How was you? I'm good. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's and Christmas. You know, Cat and Jack mentioned your channel the other day. She was watching you guys driving through Switzerland, and she was talking about or actually running. Timo was walking, and she was talking about the stunning beauty. Sigvick says the 7'9" thing was a joke. It was a joke. As most of my jokes just wasn't very funny. Brady says, good afternoon. Whatever it is, early afternoon, my friend. Do I remember how to send the link? What do you mean, Stickbug? 2-foot platform shoes, says Sniper. Kat says, I'd really like to hear some more Course in Miracles stuff. Hey, Sean. Nice to see you, my friend. Sickbook says, I'm 5'1", but I pack a heavy punch. Kenneth says, Eric, I need to go back to work now. Keep up the good work, and let's plan on doing another Zoom together soon. Much love and Happy New Year, brother. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you, Kenneth. And definitely we're going to do something. Oh, I'm saying I'll join for a minute. What I can do is post it in the community page. So, how many people were here this morning and listened to the talk about talking about the course? So this isn't going to be a in depth. This is how to do it. Uh, I will do my best. Give me 1 second. I'm going to post it on the community. So again, tonight we have. There we go. Nanette Victoria, she's coming up. She is a Course Miracles mentor teacher since 1992. She, man, the list of things that she has done is pretty amazing. She has a bachelor's degree in psychology. She's a Silva graduate, and I keep mentioning this. Did anyone here know Jose Silva, the Silva method, which is sort of a combination between Neville and meditation? He used to call it the Silva mind control method, but that got less popular. That term. She's a hypnotherapist. She's a neuro-linguistic programmer, which I've always found fascinating. She is, of course, Miracles facilitator student since 1992. Again, I've been watching some videos of her doing ecstatic dance coach since 2008. It's amazing what she talks about. That dancing, ecstatic dancing, is a extension of miracles. It's actually a full body prayer. It is, of course, miracles. Thank you, Miss Daisy. Daisy says Happy New Year. Much appreciated. Let me get over there and hit that like button. What a wonderful way to start the year. Hey, Sick Bug.
Hey, Mr. Yogi. I just wanted to stop in and say hello.
I appreciate that.
I heard you mention that you have another guest coming up.
This evening, yeah.
Oh. I still have a little bit of a cough, so my voice sounds weird.
All right. How was your New Year's?
I don't do too well with fireworks, so it wasn't the best night, but I got a little bit of sleep.
I got my own personal opinion. I think fireworks, and this might prove to be unpopular in the chat. I think fireworks are an outdated concept.
Yeah, I've considered that a lot.
They're not good for animals, dogs, cats, wild animals. They're not good for people with any PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD can be a bitch. So I kept the Beretta on me all night, but it didn't get too bad. I think last year was worse. But yeah, every time you hear one crack off, it's like I was looking over my shoulder and it wasn't a big deal. But I was actually on stream for a while last night.
So your grandparents,
what's that?
Your grandparents are doing well?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. My grandma's a lot better. They're they're having like a dinner thing with their church group at a local restaurant. It's like Southern cooking food. I'll make sure they have some giblets for you.
Giblet or giblets?
Giblets.
I had like an hour conversation with Toy Pups, and she kept saying it's giblet, it's giblet, it's giblet, and I said no, I have it straight from the source.
No, she's from up north though, so they probably do say it different.
Hey, Marley. Anna says.
I hope everybody had a good holiday.
By the way, They could do like laser light shows and probably cost less. It's more eco-friendly and it wouldn't stress people out or animals either.
Well, it's also better for the environment, you know.
Right.
It's
True. Um, hey, I have a question for you.
Yep.
With your background,
Hmm.
how are you, and you could be brutally honest if you want. How are you relating or appreciating the guests that come up?
Most of them I relate to a lot. The problem with me being brutally honest is I tend to offend some people in your chat, so I try to ease off a little bit. You know, you might hear this plane flying over me. Yeah, I'm more of a scientist, so I'm still trying to learn and reconcile this spiritual stuff with
Right.
objective reality.
Um,
I don't agree necessarily with a lot of the guests, but I try to not be confrontational or combative.
right. You've always been really friendly and open with the guests. I appreciate that. And you've always been that way in my live stream towards
Yeah,
me.
I
You
just
know what I mean?
noticed that some people sometimes think I'm like. I think I probably don't have the best YouTube name. I think people see the word stink bug and they think I'm just like here to troll. But I know good people when I meet them, and you've always been kind to me and my family.
Um, and always do. I love your family. Just love the fact that they reach out
Yeah,
for you.
no, they know who you are. They try to keep up with. I'm on a lot of channels, but they always recognize you.
Well, I'm the Giblet guy.
Yeah, that's probably maybe that's the reason. But yeah, if you have questions about psychology or whatever, or neuroscience, neurolinguistics, I'm here for a few minutes. We always say it's only going to be 5 minutes, but me and you end up talking for 20 minutes, and I don't want to take up the.
I appreciate that. Did you hear my I gave some of the qualifications for my guests coming up tonight.
Yes.
Good. Uh,
Yeah, neurolinguistic programming.
yep, as well as degree in psychology.
Hmm.
So she's good. She's also an ordained minister, so you guys have something in common there.
Well, we got at least three things in common.
Yep. And I bet that you are a ecstatic dancer, right?
Um,
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't do much of that. If I fell over, I'd probably fall through the porch. I'm not
She's
trying to
a,
risk that.
crystal bowl sound healer too, which reminds me of your throat singing. So if I could get you two up, we could start a band. If we could get all up together, you could do the throat singing.
You'd be
Uh,
surprised how many people have asked me to start singing lately, but I still haven't recovered from. I think I told you I probably caught pneumonia from taking care of my grandma.
right.
Probably should have done something about it, but something's still wrong.
Can you get checked out?
Yeah, I could. We can talk about that off stream.
Okay. I'm just
But yeah,
scanning through the.
is the lady, is she coming up on this stream?
Uh, nope. It'll be at 5:25.
Mm. Are you still pulling off 3 a day?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Been
good.
3 a day for well over a year now. Uh,
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
thanks. I appreciate that. I'm sure
Something.
eventually it'll change. But for now, as long as I can do it, and my channel keeps changing, a little bit. It went from being fitness oriented
Mhm.
uh, and talking about yoga and breath work and stuff to um, Hey, Ellie says, our friend Ellie says, who's that nice looking guy?
She's talking about you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. She didn't say who's that bald guy.
Mhm. Maybe I got a secret ladybug coming in here. I've been doing a lot of panels lately, so sometimes my followers will follow me to a stream.
Hey, our friend Hammer said that he can relate to the fireworks and sleeping with the Beretta. Uh, Hammer has been he's been through it.
I always
Hey,
sleep with
Buddha.
the Beretta, but yeah, the fireworks is. I always hate that shit. I had to deliver. I was doing a pizza delivery job for a few years, and I had to like drive through that. It's like there were explosions going off in every direction. If I knew it was coming, I wouldn't be like scared of it. It's just the sudden sounds.
Right. Yeah, I was telling Kat earlier. It woke me up in the middle of the night. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it. For I should have, you know, I expected on the 4th of July, and I slept through it, but I wasn't expecting it on New Year's Eve.
Mm, no, I fucking hate those. Me and you have that in common, the holiday thing.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna get personal, but some of the stuff that
Thank you, Buddha.
happened. So yeah, holidays always trigger like bad memories,
Hey,
but we
Nino.
can't be a bitch about it. We got to cowboy up.
Agreed. Agreed. Carry on.
Yeah, you made it through.
Got a brand new year ahead. Got any goals?
Stay alive longer
Stay
than my
alive.
grandma does. I'm not gonna let my grandma bury me after stuff with my dad.
Right. Well, I hope your grandma has a very long, continued, healthy life.
Yeah, I'm hoping she lives to be 100.
That was my hope for my dad. He didn't quite make it.
Yeah,
He was
you told me his age on the phone one time. I don't recall.
he made it to 94, but congestive heart failure. My one goal for him
Did he
when I
smoke?
was his caregiver. What's that?
Was he a smoker?
No,
But your brother is.
he is. He's a heavy smoker.
Well, we got that in common.
Not smoking.
I'm smoking right now.
Oh,
I'm
right.
talking about me and your brother.
Oh,
I smoke on every stream that I do with you. I know I shouldn't. I hope it's not a bad influence to anybody. So I try not to show it. Do not start smoking
good endorsement. I agree. Miss
and
Pippa
don't.
wants to know: is it menthol?
I use Camel Crushes. So it starts as non-menthol, and then I click the button, and it turns into menthol. Who's Ladybug who you're talking to?
Uh, Ladybug is. You haven't met
Ellie.
Ladybug before?
Well, Ladybug is a thing from my.
Lady
I
Scott.
mean,
Lady Scott. Did I say Ladybug?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
that's it.
combining things in my head.
Yeah, Lady Sky is a ladybug. But yeah, Ladybug is a thing from my channel. Like most of my mods are ladies, and I just came up with that name because I thought it sounded cool.
I want to give a big thanks to Mike who re-upped his membership. Much appreciated, my friend.
Yeah, Ellie. This is kind of like a health based channel, so I don't I think he has like some kids in here, so
Yep.
I try to not talk about that.
Hey, Maddie. Our friend Maddie's here. Stink bug. No frills, no mercy.
Oh yeah, he knows me.
Yep.
No frills.
I know you hang out over at Maddie's. Maddie and Chloe.
Oh yeah. I don't think he's seen me the last few times I've been on his stream, but he's been working a lot lately.
Right.
He always works a lot, and he's got a baby that's been sick for a while, so he's probably been pretty busy.
Busy and working out on the roads.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to answer a question from a friend James. Says, "Are you starting Course in Miracles 365 lessons?" Um, I'm not personally. I finished about 100 and some days ago. I finished working through the workbook for I don't know how many times, a lot, and decided I'm going to do something different that was recommended by really an advanced teacher, David Fishman, Dove, who recommended to concentrate on 20 review lessons from 201 to 220. So I'm going to do that maybe for the year, but I am starting in the morning in the 5 a.m. live stream. We're going to go through the workbook a lesson at a day on a very loose basis, but hopefully people will be doing it with the book online or in person or, book in hand.
I'm considering reading this book.
You
I
know,
just
this,
I know that a lot of the people that are in your community may not like my response to it, but I'm
go
gonna
into it with,
stay.
into it with an open mind and see
Yeah.
what you think. It's comprehensive. It's been, literally a lifetime for me, over 30 years. This was actually brought forth by the head of the psychology department at Columbia University with
Yeah,
his assistant.
you mentioned that to me. Can I get
Yep.
it like for free as a PDF
Yep, there's an
online?
online version, and you can also listen to it for free on the. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, you can send it to me. The only reason I haven't read that last one you sent me is like if I'm laying down to go to sleep, like my brain is already doing too much, and I just have to go through it like piece by piece. I know you said you thought I should do the 2 hour version, but I don't. I would, if I can fall asleep before 2 hours, I'd prefer to do that. But I do
Hey,
still plan to
Galaxy,
watch it.
what's that?
I do still plan to watch the
Well,
lady's video
the
that she
the key
done.
with that one is put it on as you sleep and let her guide you into that yoga nidra state.
I
So you
see.
don't even need to watch it. You just click it on, lay down, and they guide you into a deep state of um, restorative rest. It's not quite sleep, but you're not awake.
Mm. I'll give it a try. I normally stream myself while I'm sleeping, so I couldn't do both of those at once. But have you ever listened to the Jeff Bridges sleeping tapes?
No, but I've seen them advertised before.
Yeah, you would like that. I think.
I like Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
Did I tell you that I'm a online ordained minister in the Church
Yeah, you
of
told.
Dudeology?
Yeah. Yep. Remember we talked about like doing weddings and funerals, and
Right. Yep.
there was somebody here who wanted you to marry them, and then I divorce them, and then you remarry them. I don't remember who it was.
We can make a fortune.
It'd probably be a hell of a stream or a long form video. I haven't I haven't done a wedding in like 14 years. I did have to do a funeral. And I've had enough funerals in my life already. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore.
Well, I don't blame you.
But you
Although I
know,
can't be.
I'm in South Alabama, so they're not too fond of gay weddings. You know, so
Yeah, I'd
I,
imagine.
I was always willing to do that.
Have you done one before?
Not a gay wedding, but I mean, I would do it tomorrow. I kind of backed it off of the minister thing, but
Miss
I've
Flipper
got
wants to know how far are you from the Gulf Shore?
me.
Yep.
I'm in South Alabama. I'm not going to give my
Yeah, got you.
specific address. I got a family to take care of here. Yeah, South Alabama. What, Gulf Shore of the Florida?
Well, I guess it goes all the way, what, Texas, um, around the southern states, and then Florida.
Hmm. I know there's a place in Florida called Gulf Breeze. And I have some followers that are from there.
Uh,
I think it's in Florida. I'm I may know about a lot of things, but geography is my weak spot.
Miss Flipper says her mother is in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Yeah, so it's in Alabama. I had to go there for something. I think a delivery, and that's where I went to rehab. But I don't know. I think we're talking about two different places. But how does Alabama have oceanfront?
Well, I guess it would have
We are
Bayfront.
landlocked. It would have what?
It would have the Gulf Bay, the um, what used to be
I
the
mean,
Gulf of Mexico, and now
we're
they call it.
landlocked in Alabama. It's like it's only states that surround us. There's no ocean here, unless I'm just even more of a dumbass than I thought I was.
The southern part will touch the Gulf of Mexico. Hammer says Alabama has ocean, Gulf of Mexico.
I mean, we're surrounded by Florida, Georgia. uh, I don't know. Maybe there's an ocean that I'm not aware of, but I thought that we were landlocked. You know, Florida is below us, so that's where the ocean is. Georgia is beside us. That's why they call it the tri-state area.
Dennis says it's the Gulf of America. It's always going to be the Gulf of Mexico to me. Nothing political, but I grew up with it. The Gulf of Mexico.
Florida is south. Miss Blipper, where are you from? Yogi, I'm taking up too much time, and you're being too nice talking to me. But um, I want to give the other lady, it wasn't the lady's going to be on later, but there was another guy who mentioned coming up, and I don't want to keep.
Okay, you gonna hang out in the chat for a bit?
Yeah, I have a lot of chats to be in, but yeah, I'll be back and forth.
Okay, we'll be
We're
here.
gonna eat some chicken Alfredo. And
Nice, enjoy.
my grandparents should be back soon, but I love you, and I appreciate you talking to me.
You got it. Love you too, my friend.
Yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. Happy New Year.
Hey, sissy. Hi, guys. Friend Sinkbug.
We out.
See you, my friend. Yeah, I can't get behind, a declarative order of a name that I've grown up with, and then all of a sudden I'm expected to remember, and now it's the Gulf of America. Adam says, thanks, Stinkbug. Miss Pippa says, thank you, Stinkbug. Adam says, Mobile, Alabama has really nice aquarium. Baltimore has a nice aquarium. Hey, Young PM, Young Pin, something like that. USA, University of South Alabama. So, guys, I hope you come up this evening and you hang out with Nanette Victoria. Hey, Miss Flipper, do you know Nanette at all? It's got a great YouTube channel, guys. Sniper says, try one last time. Let's see what he's got, Sniper. What are the odds of someone attempting to troll and saying something completely original that's never been said before? Cass says back. Flora is on the drive home, 8 hours. Well, sending prayers for Flora and her drive. I'm glad she had a great time in the village. Good holiday. Hammer says, Yogi, I've never seen him or heard him before. I'm in a similar boat. Did I read between the lines right? A little bit. The circumstances are different, but the end results are the same. Miss Pippa says, Mind Stretcher, what are your views on pronouns? I think they are a necessary, they have a necessary place in specifically the English language, the only language that I can actually use. Maddie, thank you so much, my friend. Maddie says, 2 times of warmth, times of cold, our message of peace and love will always stand out bold. Our good friend, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. Wonderful way to kick off a new year, a new month. Anna says, thank you, Maddie. Kat says, thank you so much for supporting Yogi, Maddie. Thank you, Kat. Sinkbug gives the flex for no mercy. And I hope you knock this flu out of your system quick, Maddie. I know nothing keeps you down. Hey, Coffee Cake. Coffee Cake, this weekend, today's Thursday, right? This weekend, I will make a video for you. Dennis says, right, there's a right way of using them and a PC way. Miss Pippa says, actually, that's true, Yogi, because conjugating, I just love saying conjugating. Makes me feel like I'm doing something exciting. I don't even know what it is, but man, if I wake up in the morning and I know I'm conjugating, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Conjugating verbs renders the pronouns a touch less necessary. Oh yeah, you got to conjugate. Pronouns are nothing without a good conjugation. Sissy says, I wonder who will get the memberships this month. We already did it this month. I did all 10, right? Some good friends made it. Coffee Cake says, okay, sounds great. No rush. Yep, gave out the memberships this morning. My pronouns are I, am, or the void. Like that. Hammer says, have to run. Try and catch you tonight. I'll be in the truck tomorrow at 5 a.m. We'll be giving out prayers for you in the morning for safe driving. Remember to set the link to go live. If not, I'll be listening. Gotcha. Sickbook says my pronouns are big, bug, and ugly. Adam says hello to Mind Stretch. Sissy says congratulations everyone who got it. Our friend William got one. Mitchell says, for example, the verb to sleep. Dormo, dormi, dorm, dormeo, dormet, dormano. Was I conjugating when I said any of that? Sickbook says, I do respect pronouns of trans people though, if I can remember. Dennis says, I identify as a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns are I told you so. I like that one. Sissy's laughing at that too. Miss Ripper says, yep, he conjugated. I do feel better. My back feels better, you know? I had to get that energy flowing. Nothing really loosens back up like some conjugating. So, do you know, our guest tonight is an ecstatic dance coach. I'm going to see if we can do some kind of conjugating dance, maybe. I need to clear out some space so we can do some ecstatic dancing together. There's a whole lot of power. Thank you, Coffee Cake. Thank you so much. We got some jewels. There is a whole lot of power in getting that stuck energy moving through the body. If you want a surefire way of releasing Kundalini, dancing is the way to do it, even more so than yoga. If you want a way of balancing out your chakras, dancing. And I'm not talking about, going down the line Soul Train style, although I loved Soul Train growing up. Nor, what was the other one? American Bandstand, the other dance show. I'm talking about Grateful Dead dancing. I'm talking about moving in a very primitive fashion to however the music dictates. This is another reason why ecstatic dancing can have a place, if you want it to, in A Course in Miracles. How is spirit dictating movement for you? Imagine surrendering so deeply that you're literally told how your body's going to move without thought. You're just responding and responding and responding. That's the best of dancing. It's a very powerful healing modality that has been used since the dawn of time. Don't believe me? Watch the movie Caveman with Ringo Starr and Barbara Bach. Miss Ripper says you conjugated you, he, she, it, we, you plural, and they sleep without pronouns. Man, I'm a grammatical genius. I didn't even know I did that. Hey, Selma. Adam says, if I am pro pronouns, am I a pronoun? Hey, if I refuse to accept money for speaking, does that make me an amateur noun? How much do pronouns get paid? Do you have to be on a college team? Like collegiate noun? before you get drafted by the pronouns? It's important questions. Kat says they could be interesting if we all just gave up the labels and said we us. That's what Rumi alluded to when he in his poem Garden of the Mystics. What was it? No, me, she, we, they, them, us. These are not terms used. These are not terms used in the Garden of the Mystics. Hey, Selma. Selma did a live stream yesterday. I'm sorry I missed you. So here's my take on pronouns for whatever it's worth, not wishing to debate the issue, is I don't argue with anything that anyone wants me to call them. Someone knows what they are better than I do. So if they have a pronoun preference, I don't care. I'm all for it. That's like the Borg Cat, Star Trek. I never watched the new generation. I know I didn't watch the old generation much either. Was not a huge Star Trek fan. Not anti Star Trek. I was more of a Kung Fu guy. Someone says a song came out. It's called The One. Awesome, Selman. Adam says, like the pronouns cute, adorable, multifaceted, complex, compound. We'll go look for it sometime tonight, Selma. Miss Pippa says, all you got to do is hang an S on those third person singulars. So I just wrote a song called The One. Hey, Cool J. Confused, misguided, aloof are also pronouns I bumped into so often, so I tend not to go out. Yep, you got to watch bumping into pronouns. I occasionally stub my toe on one. Someone says Daddy Yankee was on there yesterday, singing the new Year's Eve show last night. Miss Ripper says those are adjectives. Can you conjugate an adjective? What else can I conjugate? Can I conjugate eggs? Can I conjugate giblets? Mind Stretcher says I tried to obey the rules of the room, but that's okay. If I slip, I slip. I don't seek to offend, so I refuse to play self-shaming games. Well, I hope you never put in that position, my friend. Dennis, I've never had an issue with you. Adam says, or an adjective. Adam says the bump tips are a lot of nouns, though. First time I ever heard the expression that we are verbs and that God is a verb. Hey, Jamie, was I forget who it was by. Might have been Cooper. Miss Flipper, who's the Kabbalah author? Rabbi, I don't remember his first name. Cooper. David Cooper. And man, that struck me as such a deep insight that we are more properly nouns than we are, or verbs than we are nouns. Nouns imply something static. I'm an Eric. I'm a people. Someone says sometimes I do lives, but not all the time. I know I said I do live streams on Saturdays, but sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Jamie, how's your New Year? So as I mentioned this morning, I switched my own meditation practice just a little bit for however long I feel called to do so. I'm an instructor and teacher of primordial sound meditation, which is a mantra-based meditation. It's been my practice since the mid '90s. I became an instructor, but before I did primordial sound meditation, I did a mantra meditation, and we teach it in primordial sound meditation. Um, Very often, before we give someone a mantra, we might have them meditate for a week or longer. It's called the So Hum. I did it from the Self Realization Fellowship, and it's pronounced Hung Sao, which is a bit different. I don't know why the name is different, but it means the same thing, which generally means I am. And it's the natural mantra of the breath. As you breathe in, this is one of the simplest forms of meditation, but it's the most profound. It leads you to a deep, deep, uh, beyond a sense of calm, to an inner silence that is absolutely amazing. And I've been offering, if anyone wants to learn it, we can do it here in like 5 minutes and you get it. Meditation is not difficult, but we need to reframe how we think of it. If you think of it as attaining a silent mind, you're going to be disappointed. If you think it's the absence of thought, you're going to be disappointed. But if you reframe it and think of it as awareness of thoughts, witness to thoughts, that changes everything because now thoughts are allowed. They're not an obstacle, they're the actual part of meditation themselves. So the mantra is so, as we breathe in through the nose and hum. It's a natural sound of the breath. We think it, and we think it as we breathe in, we think it as we breathe out. So, um, here's the key: we are not controlling the breath. Let the breath go, and just notice as you breathe in, and think that mantra. So, and as you breathe out, think the mantra home. Paramahansa Yogananda called this the deathless state, somewhere between the so and the hum, somewhere after the hum and before the next so begin, somewhere in that endless repetition of I am, I am. The breath grows so subtle, it feels like it's stopped. Doesn't feel like you're even breathing. And you're aware, I'm not breathing. You're aware of the absence of the breath for however long that stays. And you're in that little deathless state. And then a thought will come in, or the breath will arise, and you're back to so. So. Dennis says, "So, Eric, we're good. I do refrain from chatting here sometimes, though, due to the pointlessness of the arguments my opinions would spark." The birds, thank you. I think there was an actual book title though by someone else other than the Bergs that God is a verb. Let me look that up. Hey Dennis, I appreciate that though. Jamie says not too bad, thanks. How are you? I'm good, Jamie. I'm good. Hey Pam, happy New Year to you, my friend. So I didn't see you when you came in. Any questions about that meditation? Then it says, Zirkin, last few times since Lady Sky was up. I appreciate the lurking. Guy says that's cool because I think he said something about he's not really looking for debates. I am not. Not me personally. but I also don't want to, like Dennis has his views, and I have zero interest in trying to change his mind about anything. That for me, that would be very presumptuous on my end. Uh, to say the way I think is correct and the way Dennis thinks is wrong, or vice versa. You know, for Dennis to think Eric's wrong, he's right. Um, I don't mind. I don't mind discussions. We love you too, Selma. Selma, what's the link? What's the link here, Selma? There she is. Selma, kind girl, love our toy pups for CEO. Selma's working on her new music video. I'm working on some videos too. I got at least 3 more to go. Cat sends some love to Selma. Cat says, "You're right, Yogi. Always a good lesson for me." Think, Cat. I never see you being insistent. Dennis said, "That's why I still come here. I know your perspective, and I try to honor your wishes. No problem. It is a challenge sometimes, and I usually win." Now, again, uh, it doesn't mean I'm not open to discussion about things. Sometimes I think about having, like, sort of a political discussion based upon Course in Miracles yogic view. Buddha says you only see it arguing if you consider yourself arguing. Other than that, it's two people point of view, nothing more, nothing less. Thank you, Buddha. Someone says, "Love you, Miss Flipper." Dennis says, "Yep, this is what I thought you meant, Dennis. Meaning the good me wins, the bad me just must put people straight. Not so much success there." To a large extent, my need to be right um, has diminished. Not disappeared, but it has diminished. Plus, it says, "Hey, Dennis, hey, I want to point out one more time, guys. Make sure you check out Wes's video. His Just a Yogi video. Uh, the guest appearances, it's hilarious. It's also really good music." So we're gonna wrap things up in just a minute, guys. I got some work to do before the next live stream. 5:25. One more time, Nanette Victoria. If you got any questions for a spiritual intuitive coach, A Course in Miracles mentor, she is a psychologist, Silva graduate, hypnotherapist, neuro linguistic programming certified, ecstatic dance or ordained minister, Reiki, 3rd level, and she's a practitioner of crystal bowl sound healing. Uh, Man, if we can focus in an hour and a half conversation, I want to touch upon all of that and how it all relates together. And it does, because everything does. Now, some of this, Course in Miracles might put down as magic. not a bad thing. Magic has a very different connotation, and of course, miracles than elsewhere. Magic means that you are doing things within the dreaming world, the dreaming landscape, the illusion, Maya. I think Maya is a very useful term, by the way. If we say, of course, Maya is translated to dream, but if we say dream, people are like, I don't feel like I'm dreaming. Of course, when you are asleep and you're dreaming, you don't feel like you're dreaming either. Um, so magic is anything that we use within the dream to improve the dream, to feel better. Not good, not bad, but it doesn't lead to awakening, right? Not even the magic of um, plant medicine. Plant medicine might give us the glimpse that we're dreaming, but it doesn't lead us outside of the dream realm. There are other ways, the slower path of yoga, Buddhism, the Tao, true, let's say the higher forms of magic, perhaps. I don't know. Something to consider. Hey, song ahead. Lady Sky, did you still the uncreative use of the mind? Yes. Thank you, Miss Flipper. I always take about 17 words to describe something that Miss Flipper describes in like 3. Lady Sky, if you would still like to come up tomorrow afternoon, right? Let me know. Sing a song or two, just like Carol Burnett said. Hey, Michael, Happy New Year to you, my friend. That's okay, Michael. I appreciate you coming in. Hey, Evan. Someone says, last night I drank wine. Someone was kind of drunk a little, but I was sleeping all day long. Ladies guy says, yes, Iggy, that's the plan. I can sing a few songs. Nice. I might sing a song or two with you. Or trading, like you sing one, maybe I'll sing one. We'll see how it goes. It's been a little bit since I've sung. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Michael says, I don't drink. I was just testing my laptop before season 2. Before my podcast starts. What's the date for your podcast starting? Ladies, guys, just remember that I'm not a professional singer, though, Yogi. I want to put it out there. I don't ask. I don't really ask for super chats, but I just want to put this out that when Lady Sky is singing tomorrow, if someone were to super chat me 99 cents, that would make Lady Sky a professional singer. So the next time she says, I'm not a professional singer, Yogi, I'd be like, no, oh, you are. You are. You've earned me money. Hey, the vegan menu. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Hey, Carl. Carl says he's a good singer. You are a good singer. I've heard you sing. Someone says, I love you, Adam. Vegan Menu says, Happy New Year to everyone. I sang Amazing Grace on one of my streams once before. One of my favorites, too. I don't know Vanilla Gorilla. We are going to turn Lady Sky into a professional singer tomorrow, guys. That's my goal. All right, so let me wrap things up. Work on a few videos real quick. making some shorts, making some long form content. Like I said, again, at least two, maybe three. Michael, thanks for coming in. Michael says my co-host Ryan and I will be starting off with Creeps and Critiques. I like that name, which is a scary movie recommendation. I like that. That's awesome, Michael. Michael, you're always expanding. You're always creative. Miss Pippa says, "Oh man, I just learned now that vanilla gorilla rhyme. It's a new day. It's a new year." Someone says, "Ziggy, we'll see you at 5:25. 5:25. Did you do it with me?" Thickwick says, "I will record you something. I stopped doing voice work for free, except for my friends." Awesome. It had A1 growl note on camera last week. My stretcher says he's a good guy. His channel is Gypsyland, the Vanilla Gorilla. I will look for him. Thank you, Dennis. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up. Be back at 5:25. Carl says, "Yogi, me and you need to talk." Whenever you'd like, Carl, for sure. You know how to reach me, my friend. Um, Man, I'm excited. Thank you, Sick Bug. I'm excited about tonight. I was excited about our friend Mark yesterday. Guys, if you can help my friend Mark out, I made a couple shorter videos. He is putting out music. You can get hit on some of his singles that he would love to get to chart. He said he could probably chart with about 200 purchases, which if everyone purchases a song, it's $1.07. Mark is 79 and he is embarking on a new journey of inspiration. He's been a good friend. I've known Mark for about 15 years. All right. So, Ladies Guy says better shape up. I don't think I can do that, Ladies Guy. I wish I could. All right. Good luck on your new Selma. Sigwick says we grew up listening to all the songs from Grease, my mom's favorite movie. I saw the movie. I was when it came out. 77, I believe, right? 77, 78. Sigwick says I can do it, but I can't promise it'll be pretty. But this guy says just practice it. I'll see what I can do. I can't, like Syncbook says, I can't make any promises either. Carl says I haven't got faith. You seem to have a very deep faith, Carl. Adam says, Lady Sky, I wonder if I could do that, Adam. Yogi's excellent with Mongo Jerry songs, especially summertime. I don't know if I could get the that rhythm that he has. All right. I love you all. I'll see you later.